Hey, hello. Welcome back to another bingo tutorial. This time I'm going through the Shadow Temple and all the various skulls inside there and things that might be useful. This file is starting in the Lost Woods after perhaps trading up to the Poacher Saw and RBing that. So I will have Zelda's Lullaby and some warp songs, in particular the Nocturne of Shadow. So let's play that. Get towards Shadow Temple. So there's a lot of goals that can show up on a bingo board that are related to Shadow Temple. Things that are directly inside there, like all 5 Skulltulas, all 5 small keys, the boss key, opening a boss key door, silver rupee rooms. So there's just a lot. So in the previous tutorial, I gave a way to get into the Shadow Temple with the hookshot jump. I want to show another way here, which is not totally necessary, but this one does rely on the initial position, turning left and then side hopping. You can also get a non-initial position by just coming against this wall, turning right, back walking. It's imprecise because we're going to be doing 2 ESS left, followed by 2 side hops. So it'll put you up against this wall. And that's why it's kind of lenient. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be shield dropping in quick succession, 3 bombs, then retargeting the wall so that I'm aligned with it, doing 3 side hops right, and then 1 side hop left. And the idea is that the bombs are going to stack and push us past the collision, or the collision of the bombs stacked is going to push us past the loading zone that normally loads the door to the Shadow Temple. So 3 side hops right. Now you can sort of tell it's unloaded, there's no torches, and there's no door. Okay, so we're inside the Shadow Temple again, and the first thing we're going to do is get the hover boots, which a lot of the time you do even if you're not doing anything directly inside of the Shadow Temple, sort of like I described in the 5 Essential Trick Boot Camp video. If you haven't watched that, I recommend doing that as well. The first thing we're going to do is going to take a little detour for the map, actually. To get the map, you just have to defeat every enemy in this room. It's a redead and 2 keys. I like to hold out the hookshot for a couple of frames to save, just by being in first-person mode. The goal for this is going to be go over beginner strats for the most part, and also give sort of a brief, comprehensive view of what the meta is like in here, if I get the opportunity. So I'm going to leave here, resume the path towards the hover boots. Before that, this pot here is really nice, gives you 5 nuts. Nuts are really useful in the Shadow Temple and also just in general. This pot also gives a heart. Health is another thing that I'm always worried about. There's tons of things that can give you damage, you can void, and dying in the Shadow Temple is really, really not fun. Okay, so here's Dead Hand again. You do power crouch stab with the jump slash. Time the jump slash here. Got a double hit. It's nice. Come over here. Pull out hook again. This one saves like close to half a second. And gonna open the chest. Alright, so I'm going to, this is actually in the practice ROM. I've turned off a lot of the watches and indicators, but I will be using some save states, potentially in case I mess up. I'm also going to set a state right here to come back later. So there's actually a way to get to Bongo-Bongo room, which is like far down there in that corner. It's really helpful if you need to beat the temple without Zelda's Lullaby, or to just get a heart container from Bongo. That's one of the faster heart containers if you're trying to go fast, but at the same time it's pretty difficult if you're just starting off. Not always recommended. Alright, I'm pausing here because I want to show off what the current meta is for skipping the truth spinner. So you do a targeted shielded slash, you side hop right, turn right, let a hook shot or just put away the sword. Okay, did 9 side hops, keep target, do a roll, another side hop left, side roll, and now that we're here, we're going to shield drop the bomb, roll forward, backflip, keep target, and don't flick shield because we're going to be doing another roll out of this, which will be at sort of an angle, and then we're going to be holding shield. Alright, so that's the frame you want when Link's sort of starting to pull out his shield. Then we're going to do a side hop, make a side hop left, and then let go of the analog stick once the side hop starts. So that'll get past the truth spinner. Not necessary though. When you have some goals like all 5 Skulltulas or all 5 small keys, you're going to be coming through here twice anyway. So there's really no problem in pushing here to do the truth spinner. Okay, so this is the, I'm pushing it in this direction for a reason. These 3 torches, there's 3 options. This torch here, which was a fail, I put on the hover boots so I could just try again. You can also get ISG. This one here has a 3 out of 9 shot. The one we tried before has a 4 out of 9, so that's why I went with the counterclockwise direction. And the third option has a 2 out of 9 shot. But we were, I guess, average luck here. Okay, so coming down to this section here, there's 3 rooms. I'm gonna go first to the right. Over here is where the compass is. We roll back here so that the gib dubs don't get me. I was a little slow though. I take out my sword usually and do an angled jump slash to get a double hit from behind. Same with this guy. And that should be the map and compass. Both maps and compasses, I think, Shadow Temple, if you're going there already, definitely. They're both pretty fast. Alright, we're gonna come back into this room. Let's avoid the big BMOs in here. This one actually needs 2 bomb hits to die. So blow up that fake wall, go through this, blow up that real one, go through the fake wall, and come to the left here. Get a small key. There's also the first of the 3 silver rupee rooms in this room. There's a little weird thing you can do if you want to skip this silver rupee room and get the others, but I'll be getting it here. It's not too slow. And this will give us the first small key in the dungeon. Alright, we're gonna go this way towards the gate, and we're gonna skip this gate. One of the first bigger tricks of the dungeon. You want to get in this corner here and do 3 side hops left, and then do 2 shielded slashes while holding target. Maybe it is actually a good idea. I'm going to turn on the watches just so we can see some of these positions. I'll, I guess, turn off most of these that aren't relevant. Okay, go over to this corner, 3 side hops left, 2 shielded slashes, 1 regular targeted slash, and then we're going to jump slash. And if you want to go straight through, you could do just mash another jump slash, or you could hold shield like this. I want to get the Skulltula that you can hear right above me. And to do that, I do 2 side hops left, and then 1 ESS right. And then I'm going to take out the hook shot, and then there's a wide window for this. You want to put it away and then hold left. And then once Link is sort of jumping, he will grab this ledge. And then you get the skull up here. I always love to get the hearts here. You can go over to the boat from up here. I'm actually going to go down to get the small key. It's behind this door. It's actually a locked door. Normally you come from the other direction. Roll past here again. Those guys might annoy you. Underneath this pile is where the next small key is. And let's just go back. We're gonna ride the boat next. Alright, I was kind of slow again. This guy got me. Sure. So to get the boat from down here, you can actually either jump on that little platform. Another easy-ish way is to just hookshot this ledge. But you have to go a little higher, so you actually... I'm also aiming a little left so that I can grab the ledge instead of climb. Okay, I also want to show another way to get over to that platform with the skull if you don't want to do what I did before. You can come up kind of far, just set up to do a mega side hop. And then, sort of like when you're crossing the Gerudo Valley Bridge, put on your hover boots once you are about to land, and then just hold down. So, that's another nice way. And then, okay, let's just go over to the boat from here. You can get there with hover boots and jump slash. And so, okay, to ride the boat, this is like often the one requirement in Shadow Temple where you do need Zelda's Lullaby. So everything past here is going to need Zelda's Lullaby. There is 2 Stalfos on this boat. There is a small key, a Skulltula and the boatkey, as well as getting to Bongo-Bongo if you want to open the boatkey door or if you want to get there normally. So we're going to do everything except for fight Bongo down here. And so there's going to be a Stalfos that spawns here. Unless you actually have the goal to defeat X Stalfos, you don't need to defeat these guys. Otherwise, you can just come up sort of past where this black line is on the ground, this whole section here. And Stalfos won't be able to hit you. If there are 2 Stalfos, like that guy just fell off on the side, but sometimes they just kind of sit around. If 2 of them are there, there's a chance that they can stack and then maybe hit you. But for the most part, you should be pretty safe. And in this case, they both fell off pretty quickly. Okay, so boat's about to get there. It's not a huge rush to get off. So I always take my time a little bit. We'll jump off here and just backwalk over to the door. And the maze in here, I'm gonna go through each part of it, sort of going counterclockwise. So you go around here. This door is where the boatkey is. Okay. So let me set another state here. You want to very quickly come over here and get this guy to wake up. I slash and I get to that sort of position, and then I open the boatkey. If you don't slash really get in there right away, he might, sort of moving corridors may already get to a point where you won't be able to wake him up. Alright, you just gotta wait now until this sort of crushes you. Okay. So next we're gonna get the Skulltula, which is in this other corner. This one ain't so bad. Just get back here. Hook shot it. Spunk. Okay, last thing down here to get is the other small key. I got tricked. Yeah, I'd watch out for these guys. Can be a bit annoying. Alright, this invisible floor master. I usually just wait. This is the maybe first good use of your nuts after the jump slash to kill. There's 3 of them. Where is this motherfucker? Alright. Sorry. Alright, that's the last one. Burned up a lot of my nuts. That's the last key. And now, Savewarp. I equip hover boots there because we're going to be crossing the gap. Alright, now the whole rest of the dungeon that we're going to be doing here doesn't need Zelda's Lullaby. In fact, you only just need 1 explosive to blow up that wall that we already blew up. Those texts also come back every time you save warp. Alright. Backwalk down here again. You shouldn't ever be able to lock yourself out of keys. Even if you don't get the other key down there or the second key I got, you should be fine. Alright, in this corridor there's 3 big Skulltulas that fall down. You can use nuts to stun them, and you can even stun these other ones too if you throw them out in the right way, but you can also just hookshot these. Okay, so gonna come down here, roll through these guillotines. I do try to be careful. It's really annoying. Okay, so if you void anywhere in here, you're gonna be put back right at the top, and that's a big time save, so I prefer to play it safe here. These can also, all these stuff can hit you. The third Stalfos is down here, if you want to kill it. we're gonna go to the left first. This is gonna get towards one of the Skulltulas, remaining Skulltulas. You can also equip hover boots if you want there. Okay, you don't really need a setup for this, but I'd like to do 3 side hops and back walk all the way here. The idea is we're going to be clipping through this like, so we're going to be positioning it in a certain way. I wait until it moves again to do 3 side hops, and then after the suck here, I wait until it moves a little bit, hold right, push hook shot, clip through the wall. You have a pretty lenient, basically this whole area here is safe. If you go too far away from that, then you'll void out. Gotta be careful of damage in there too. Okay, so we're gonna make our way back here. I personally like to wear hover boots here. You can time a jump slash if you're at a good height, but it's a lot easier with hover boots, so. Okay, so here's the second silver rupee set here. Don't worry about that BMOS or these moving floor spikes. They gave a quarter heart, not so bad. Okay, so there's another skull and key in here. And first thing I like to do, there's a bomb drop in here, rare bomb drop, another heart. You can time your rolls to get over here if you need the skull. It's the only skull in the game that does a weird death animation, just shaking like that. Alright, now we're going to clip through this. So what you're going to want to do is go sort of find the edge here, and right before it comes down, you can backflip through. Same thing for over here. Just jump on top. There's 2 more heart pots over here if you need health. And then we're going to go back to the final area that we're going to be going through. Okay, whatever. You can manipulate the camera in a way such that you can jump on this moving platform. One thing I like to do is just wait for the hookshot reticle to show. You can also use hover boots here, but not necessary. Last silver rupee room, there's a bunch of hidden spikes in here, so be careful not to take too much damage. So to hookshot this hidden target, I come somewhere in here, and then aim somewhere up here. If you have GZ, you can also view that with collision viewer. Let me see if I can show that. And you can do this everywhere. Yeah, so you can see the spikes, the hidden platform, hookshot panel, all that. Alright, that's the final silver rupee. So that's the 3rd silver rupee. And then we can to get the small key, you need a bomb to throw in here. And also the final skull is in here. Alright. Got that. Got this. There we go. So that's 5 skulls. All 5 small keys. Got the boss key, the map, and compass. So you actually don't need to go, there's no reason with the current bingo rule set, not bingo rule set, goal set, to need to go through the spinning fan room, or the other room, sort of, that we didn't go to on the map. We also didn't go to Bongo, so let's see if we can show that now. Okay, so I'm going to show one way, which needs bombs. And you're going to be buffering a Hess, so that's one reason it's kind of difficult. It also is going to eat through your bombs really quickly. But let's get to the position. So do just a regular horizontal slash, wait for it to fully finish, and then do 2 crouch stabs and 1 side hop left. Okay, so we're going to be dropping 3 bombs. 1 bomb, then backflipping, and then 2 bombs. But the way that we're going to be placing these bombs is also important. The first one's going to be an instant shield drop. So I might as well just show it. There's like different ways and positions that you can drop a bomb. That's instant, and that's over your head. So when we got into the Shadow Temple, we did 3 instant shield drops. But we're going to be doing an instant shield drop, and then a backflip, 1 overhead, and then another instant shield drop. The order of the second 2 might not matter. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people fail it though, so I do like to stick with this order. So again, 1 horizontal slash, 2 crouch stabs, 1 side hop left. Alright, let's do this slowly. Instant shield drop, backflip, overhead, another roll. Okay, now we're going to be buffering for certain frames of the bomb in front of us. There's 4 frames. This is a top video that I'm going to also link in the description, which has this frame data, but I'm going to be buffering to big blue or big red, because those are the most easy to tell. I'm pretty sure this is big blue. Okay, it was. So now what we're going to do is let go of target and hold ESS right, so you can see I'm holding slightly right, and I'm buffering to the second damage frame. The first frame where it's possible to Hess. Alright, that was the second one. So you failed it. Congratulations. You don't have to do the whole setup again. Which can be frustrating and also very resource exhausting in terms of bombs. It's kind of hard to even see the bomb in front of you, so that can be frustrating too. Alright, let's give this another shot. Alright, first damage frame, 6th damage frame. Now we're going to be doing a Hess, so to do that you're going to be shielding and targeting. Which I did too slow. Oh, I did perfect. Okay. Let's go back to this frame. Do it again. So that's the other tricky part, is you have to quickly identify if you got a Hess. Alright, so Link's going backwards, great. Now you equip Hopper Boots, and you keep holding ESS right. And then once Link clips, you can shift to ESS left. And you can sort of see the room in front of me. Once you're to the center of that is when you want to side jump slash. Which is what I did not do. And so then you'll hit the loading zone. So now I guess I'll talk about Bongo. You see that trick is hard. That's a very good reason why, if you're starting off and you have just an 8-9 hard goal, it's totally fine to skip it. Alright, last thing I'll talk about is the Bongo fight. So what we're gonna have to do is get ISG and then hook shot the 2 hands. ISG so you can actually kill him when he starts charging at you. What you want to do, very important, is hold down at the start of this fight, and then very quickly get ISG. Alright, so you can tell from my sword that I have ISG. Now I'm going to go for this hand, this hand. There's different patterns that Bongo can do. That one was okay. The fist is what you want to look out for, something to just avoid. And now I sort of just want the left shoulder of Link to be hitting the main eye. And I sort of like held one little direction so Link kept walking and kept that animation. Alright, so that's Bongo. I'm not going to be talking about the cutscene skip, because that depends on where you killed Bongo. I actually don't even know it that well myself. But the cutscene is not so bad to watch if you have to beat the Shadow Temple goal. But a lot of the time that you're here, it's usually just to beat Bongo or to get the heart container. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for going along with my live demonstration. Shadow Temple's hard. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, but there's a lot of juicy stuff in there. So let me actually reveal this here now at the end. Some of the highlights from the Shadow Temple. It has a fast map and compass, right? A lot of stuff needs Zeal, the boss key, 2 of the Stalfos, 1 of the Skulltulas, and 1 of the small keys. But a lot of it you can get without. You can get 3 silver Rupee rooms, you can get 1 Stalfos, you can get the map and compass, you can get 4 Skulltulas. That is a goal that can appear, and you can end up with an unused key or just 1 Skulltula. So there's tons of shadow goals out there. But that's it. I just dropped my controller. That might be the last tutorial. Just kidding. I plan to do these for the remaining dungeons, adult dungeons, and other mini dungeons, child dungeons. So, hope to see you there. And if you have suggestions of what else you'd like to see, if you are a bingo rookie or looking to get into this game, let me know.